Hello, everyone. We're here at the critical moment. Finally got the Kimber in my hands, and before I did anything else to it, I literally just got back still, kind of dressed from being out. First thing I wanted to do was get it on camera to let you get my reaction. Now, I did take it out. I have held it and whatnot, but I haven't really gone through it and in any sort of detail. So the part one of this video is really just going to be me taking it out, and you're going to get my reaction. Here we go. So it came in this pretty nice case, although this foam is terrible, and that's going to hold moisture. All right, so the gun came with one original magazine. Okay. And this looks like it's made in the same place as the Springfields and Checkmates that I like. Follower feels good. So there's that. It also came with two 10-round mags, and I don't know who makes these. Oh, these are Kimber as well. Okay. Which, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Did Chip McCormick get bought by Kimber? I feel like they did. These look like power mags. They kind of have that vibe. The old Chip McCormick power mags. Okay, so here we are. We are going to just give it a once-over, take a look around, take it apart, kind of see what's going on here, see how it feels. So right off the bat, it's a pretty gun. Looks pretty good. It is very dry, and just, like everything feels super, super dry. This has clearly not been cared for in a while. The bore has some copper coloration in there. Not sure what that's about, but overall, the gun looks okay. Frame is definitely stainless because it has zero rust on it, and it is bone dry. So you have like polished flats and bead blasted rounds. A lot of companies do that just because it's easier to do. Same thing on the top. I don't know if this is blued stainless. I don't think you can blue stainless, not easily anyway. But same thing, you have like a bead blasted top and polished flats. The gun's in really good shape, actually. I mean, you've got a few little scratches here and there. Now, just so you guys know, let me stop right here. This is used. I didn't want to buy a brand new one, but this one, based on the accounts of the previous owner, he's only fired a couple hundred rounds through it. I just want to also say right up front, there's going to be a lot of people who want me to do the thing that every other YouTuber does, snatch it out of the box and go shoot it. They want an out-of-the-box review. The answer is no. I'm not going to do that. If that's what you're here for, sorry, wrong channel. I am going to get this gun set up, cleaned, properly sprung, as I always do, because I want to give it an honest shot. And now, based on my research on the serial number, this gun could be as old as 15 years old. So I want to give it an honest shot. I want it to work. Okay, so this will not be an out-of-the-box review. Now, I can tell you right now, this plastic mainspring housing, you can see there, that will be changed this evening. Because again, let's use our thinking caps here, my friends. This has nothing to do with reliability. Okay? If you know anything about 1911s, 0% about reliability. All right? So that's going to go away. I don't like it, and I don't care about that at all. I'm going to leave the full-length guide rod for a minute. So anyway, all right, let's start feeling the action. Okay, so the action is very tight. A little bit of play. Feels like my old TRPs, man. This is a fitted action. Very little play in the nose. Barrel fit is rock solid. Okay, very, very tight fit barrel. The safety feels great. This has definitely been worked on. Okay. No slop, no over travel. That feels very good. Grip safety feels very weird. This Kimber profile grip safety, it It has a voice. It's talking to me. It's saying I'm not supposed to be here, but that's okay. Trigger, very little take up, and little creep, and a very subtle break. Not a very crisp one. It's a very quiet break. Creep, break. Okay, so the trigger is actually very good. Very good trigger, especially for being a Series 80. That's shockingly good for a Series 80, actually. Like, if you would have blindfolded me and had me hold this, I would never have guessed it's Series 80. Okay, color me impressed. Reset. Positive, good. Okay, so what I can tell already is that the leaf spring is going to get changed and tuned because the trigger, it needs more resistance. I'm feeling that the leaf spring is not giving me what I want. The brake is too soft, and the leaf spring will tighten that up a little bit, and then the reset is too soft. And that really just has to do with the leaf springs opposing your trigger pull. So we'll fix that. I know this is a little like unorganized and everything, but this is just my honest reactions. It feels really good. Sight picture is very good. Very big sights, 3-dot. Very nice. So, based on the back plate and some of the wear on the barrel, this definitely has more than the supposed 200 rounds through it that I was told. However, here's the thing. That doesn't bother me. If the guy said he had 6,000 rounds through it, I still got a great deal. If it's a good 1911, it should last tens of thousands of rounds. Even hundreds in a lot of cases. Hundreds of thousands of rounds. All right, let's see if we can crack this open without a tool. Okay, one piece. Oh, no. Wait a second. This is a 2-piece full-length guide rod. This is not going to last. It's going to go away so fast. Okay, barrel. Barrel looks good. Let's look at the bore. Yeah, so the barrel's definitely got way more rounds through it than was initially reported to me, unless Kimber just uses slightly shallower rifling, but overall looks good. It's got a very beefy barrel hood, beefier than I'm used to, so that's interesting. Slide up front, there's our Series 80. Little plunger there. All right, let's look here. Ejector, nice and tight. Plunger's very stiff, good lord. Okay, this feed ramp looks a little steep just by eyeballing it. That feed ramp just looks, the profile is different. The Series 80, the reason I did not feel the fact that it was Series 80 in the trigger is because it isn't. This is interesting. The Series 80 disconnector is activated by the grip safety. That is neat. Okay. Oh, yuck. This thing feels so gross. Merry Christmas. Good Lord, man. Like, this feels so cheap. I have held Legos that feel more durable than this. So the plunger spring is... You tell me. Tell me you got frustrated and couldn't get the gun back together without telling me. All right. And that's... Wow. Again, not seen that before. Little QR code action underneath the grip. And the grip is real rosewood. Encouraging. So while I'm disassembling here, the reason I went with this Kimber is because when I think about Kimber, and look, I'm no Kimber expert. I can't name you every model. But when I think Kimber, this model feels like sort of the quintessential, that's a Kimber, right? If I was going to think about like Remington 870, right? If I was going to think about Marlin 30-30 lever action, right? Or maybe Ruger 10-22. There's just these guns that you kind of just go, yeah, that's kind of the main one. So to my mind, this felt like the right one. And so far, just on a feel level, it feels like a pretty well done gun. I'm not upset so far. All right, here comes our trigger, and this trigger is definitely fitted. Feels nice, although the inside of it is very gummy. Good God, what did I just touch? So if you ever thought about lubricating your gun with like Robitussin, don't. I don't know what that is, but I'm not happy that I touched it. So at this point, for the sake of the video, because we're going to go long here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to completely lubricate the pistol. I'm going to install the new mainspring housing, all new springs. I'm going to get it cleaned up and get this thing ready for shooting, which we will do in a few days. While I'm in process, I just wanted to notate this before I get all this put back together. This short spring is the stock mainspring, and the long one is a proper 23-pound spring. So this is what I've been talking about when I talk about getting the gun properly sprung. There's a comparison between the two. It's very, very clear. Okay, and same thing here. Stock recoil spring on this side, Wilson Combat on the other. Just so you can see clearly. You get these level. Look at the difference in length. I hope you guys are starting to see what I'm saying when I say that nobody gets stock springs correct. And this is not the result of being compressed for a lot of time. Okay, the coil spacing is pretty equal. This spring is straight up too short. Okay, it might be 16 pounds at full compression. That does not mean it's the right spring. There you go. You know what I like doing is cleaning somebody else's DNA out from under their grip panels. This is what I wanted to be doing. I did install the little O-rings you see here, so you don't have to over tighten. So new mainspring housing, and I did an EGW mainspring housing. It was drop in, except for the very top sat a little proud, so I did have to do some modification there, which I cannot show you. That is YouTube's rule, so I'm going to honor it. But we'll do that on another platform. Yeah, so far, though, internals look great. Everything went back together really nicely. Got a new leaf spring. We've got new mainspring. The frame is feeling really, really solid. Haven't been able to try the trigger yet, but already the whole thing just tightened up really, really nicely. Okay, that feels good. And yeah, the hammer actually has some authority now. Yeah, we're looking good. So now on to the slide. Okay, and there it is. Throw in the shiny new Kimber mag for the first time. See that there? It's nice mags. A little bit more polished than your normal deal. So that all took me about 35 minutes to completely take down the pistol, clean it, replace the springs, do a little fitting on the mainspring housing, and of course doing my customary clean off of the mags, a little bit of brown coming off. That's why we do it. So, honestly, really impressed so far. The inside of the gun looks really good. This is definitely a gun that has been personally put together. There's hand fitting involved. I see it on the trigger. I definitely see it on the barrel and bushing. Some of the other parts, obviously, not so much. The slide frame fit is very good, very tight. So Now, post spring changes, everything feels really positive. Especially the grip safety, it's really popping out nice and hard. And one of the ways you can test that is if you push in the grip safety, pull the trigger, and then let go of the grip safety. When you let go of the trigger, that grip safety should have a nice auditory pop. So the grip safety is doing its job. Safety test, hammers back, trigger pull real hard, not getting anything. Not getting anything. And then safety down. No creep. Like I said, man, just that leaf spring took away all the ugly that this trigger had, and now that is a very good trigger. Let's try the reset. Yeah, beautiful. That is an excellent trigger if you ask me. And the recoil spring, definitely, like, the whole gun feels very solid. I actually happen to have a 17-pound recoil spring in stock. So I went ahead and put that in there. And I did leave in the full-length guide rod. I am going to try it out. So just to be clear, I changed the recoil spring, the mainspring, the leaf spring. I also changed the mainspring housing and just completely lubed the gun. I haven't changed any disconnectors, sears, nothing with the barrel, no bushing, no nothing. Everything else is how it came. So I just want to make it really clear that when we get to the shooting portion, I didn't alter the pistol in any functional way from its build, right? I just updated all the springs. Now, for the testing, my main mags that I'm going to be using are these two new Kimber brand mags, and they're obviously made in the same factory as my favorite Springfields and Checkmates. I just thought stainless frame needs a stainless mag. So I got two of those, and I'm really expecting these to work. These other magazines, now this is clearly the mag that came with it, and then these two 10-rounders are a wild card. I have no idea what's going to happen with these, so I'm going to try them, but I'm not holding my breath that those are going to work. So we'll be using Winchester service grade 230 grain ball to go out and shoot this thing, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't like Kimbers traditionally. They're just, I've just seen too many people have too many problems with them. They're generally overfit, and their manual literally says that you have to shoot it 500 times before you can expect it to work. I think that's crazy. But it's undeniable. This is a very nice gun. It seems purposefully fitted. We'll see how well fitted it is. But really, here's what I'm expecting. The gun should just work. It should just run this ammunition. I want to say up front as well, if anybody's going to roll in and say, oh no, you got to use special ammo, you got to use this special type of ammo, that's not a 1911. Okay? So if it's a good gun, especially the more money you pay for a pistol, in my opinion, the more it should just pretty much eat anything you feed it. I think it's kind of crazy that the gun becomes more of a problem the more money you pay. So a lot of people in the comments were hyping the Kimber up and saying, it'll be the best gun you've ever shot and all that good stuff. Definitely don't believe that. We'll see. So I'm going to give it an honest go. And but first impressions, big picture, the gun feels really good. It feels really well made. Everything feels really tight and well done. Trigger's fantastic. And so, yeah, there we go. The Kimber Custom 2. Next video, we will be on the range doing some shooting, and really looking forward to that. So if you want to get in touch with me directly, you can find my X link to my X account on the bio of my page. You can also find a Patreon there if you want to support the channel. That really helps me out to continue getting new guns and ammo and making these videos for you. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you on the next one.